Hey again, everyone. Just wanted to take a few minutes to talk about a new project that I've been working on. Something that has been really fun to put together, and in the early days of actually doing it has been really fun to do. So this is something that I've been calling the What Would You Do If There Were Two project. On its own, maybe that name just sounds ridiculous, and actually maybe once I explain it, it sounds ridiculous still. But the premise is, based on a lot of things I've gone through lately, I was asking people to identify if there's anything that they've always wanted to do, but that they felt a little uncomfortable doing on their own. And then the whole point of this project is to say, if there is something that you would like to do, let me know. You can let me know privately, you can let me know publicly, and then we will figure out a way to get that done. It's a pretty simple premise, but it does touch on the importance of people understanding the impact that doing even small things can do. As someone who recently came out as pansexual, I understand the total freedom that comes from sharing things. And there are little things that I've always wanted to do as well. Wear makeup, do karaoke, things like dyeing our hair or shaving our heads, wearing revealing clothing with some. There's a broad spectrum of things that people have reached out with wanting to do. Some of the examples so far have been people wanting to get back into the habit of running in the morning. As a parent and as someone who used to do marathons and half marathons, I can fully attest to how difficult it can be to do these things. And I haven't been a practice runner in a while. And so what we're doing is one day a week setting aside a morning time where me and the other person will make sure that we go out in our own locations and get our run in. First thing that I started was doing yoga with someone else, and yoga is now one that 4 or 5 people have come forward with saying that they'd really like to try. And it's really great because I get to offer the support and I get to do a lot of things that I've really wanted to do as well. And it's important to note that other people have stepped up as well and said, hey, I noticed that this is something that you've wanted to do. I'd love to do that with you. I've got a nail salon day planned for me to go on. Another one that I've got coming up that I'm really excited about is wearing colorful pants, which is what someone reached out to me for. So I'm heading to Old Navy this week to hopefully, I have my eye on a pair of yellow pants with some daisies on them that I'm hoping to try on, hoping that they fit and that I can wear them next week as my partner in their remote location wears their red pants. And so this is basically it. This is what the What Would You Do If There Were Two project. It's taking on that very simple idea that supporting others can be extremely meaningful and extremely important to them accomplishing little things in their lives. What would I ask of you? Well, I'd love for you to support the project, like this video, comment on this video, but I think importantly, is there anything that you would like to do? I will leave a contact link below as well where people can get in touch with me, because this doesn't have to be something that you share widely. I would love to share the things that I'm doing, just in case that there are other people out there hoping to see this kind of thing, but it doesn't mean at all that whatever you want to do is something that I will broadcast to the world. So people can absolutely be as upfront about it or as secretive about it, and it doesn't matter to me. I just want to help people do things that they've always wanted to do, knowing the wonderful feeling that can come from finally accomplishing something that's really meant something to you. And sometimes that thing may be a one-time thing for you, and other times it may be, hey, I really enjoyed this, I'm going to do this again. It is such a wide collection of things that people have set forth, and to me it really shows that we're all extremely different and we all have these little things that we would love to do and that we would love to be supported in doing. So that's that. That for me is my presentation, my pitch to you to join in on the What Would You Do If There Were Two. And if all you want to do is cheerlead the people who are doing these great things, I'll be sharing project pieces that we're taking on. So maybe just leave comments in them and say, hey, this is great. This is a really cool thing to have tried. It doesn't have to be anything that's pumping me up, but I would love for people to show support to the people who are trying something that they've been a little uncomfortable to do, but that they're finding the strength and conviction and courage to go ahead and do, and to understand that it's really important for us to be able to enhance our identities by taking on things that are meaningful to us and not letting societal pressures kind of tell us that what we want to do isn't important, because it is extremely important and it is extremely valid to want to do these things. And the only reason people may not do them is because of the fear of what others may think. And I think that is crap. So there. What's your thing gonna be? Let me know. Talk to y'all later.